Man, I ain't been on here, so I haven't been abreast on everything that's going on. So just trying to tap in with everybody and see what's happening. Just trying to see what's going on with the family. What's up, Whitley? I see you, beloved. Man, what's up, D? I see D Tubman. What's up, sir? I see you. So, man, what's been happening on these Twitter streets, man? I've been gone for a few weeks, man. I'm in the bat cave right now, man. Sometimes you gotta dip out for a minute and put your head down and get in the bat cave and do some heavy grinding. That's what I've been doing now. We're getting ready for the opening for the museum next month, so I've been grinding heavy on that, getting that ready for the family. I'm very excited about that. That's going to be phenomenal. You guys are going to love what we got going on at the museum. And again, in February, I think the third Saturday of February, we're going to have a big private VIP premiere and screening at the museum. It's going to be food, screening of the movie, a mixer. It's just going to be all popping. And if you're in LA, you do not want to miss that. The movie American Maroon coming out. It's going to be on the new streaming service, FBA Stream. And many of you have signed up for FBA Stream already. You're watching the new Bucci Bear episodes and so many other films that we have. All of our films are on there. So if you have not gotten hip to the FBA Stream website, you better get on that now. The film American Maroon is going to be on there. But right now, I'm just trying to tap in with the family and see what's going on. And what's happening. I know there was some back and forth with some of the family. Um, God, there's so much stuff I've been hearing. A lot of stuff I've been hearing. There's been a lot of stuff. There was some stuff people were kind of going in on our brother Marcel, and I spoke with Marcel. Spoke with him privately a couple of days ago. Me and Marcel, we chopped it up. I just checked in on him to see if he's good. Marcel is my brother. Marcel to me is a solid brother. Always been a solid brother. So I tapped in with him personally just to make sure he was good. Marcel is my brother. I will say that. Now some of these other folks, not so much. There's some other faces out here who I really don't fuck with. And some of these people are trying to instigate little beefs, and they're not significant enough for me to even go there. You dig? Some people ain't even, as they say in the streets, some niggas ain't. You can't shoot $5 niggas with $20 bullets. You dig? Some niggas ain't even worth the bullets. So you don't even have to touch on some of these other non-factor niggas out here. But look, in the reparation space, man, as long as we're on code about what we need to get, we need to stay on code about what we need to get. The problem is you got a lot of people lurking around here who are trying to use reparations just to get some personal clout. It's a clout thing. You got a lot of folks out here who ain't never really had no shine, and they want to be the leader of this, leader of that, and it becomes an ego thing. So it gets into a lot of goofiness. Um, Speaking of is there some kind of rally happening in June? I had some goofball hater on here talking about Tariq. If you gonna go to the rally, I know you gonna go to the rally in June. And the dude was some weird nigga with some real passive aggressive energy. I checked his tweets and he's been taking little slick disses. Look, let me say this. I don't know about no rally. I don't know what it is. And I ain't, if fuck niggas are showing up, I damn sure ain't gonna be a part of none of that shit. Let's be clear. When you have bad faith fuck niggas trying to use shaming tactics, nigga, we can already see what your energy is. And I'm giving lessons to the family. Don't be around folks like that. Don't let people shame you into being a part of what they got going on, because people like that will set you up. I don't hang around or be around or participate with no passive aggressive BS. You dig? Just like that failed rally that they had in DC trying to undermine us, that failed bullshit. That was meant to undermine us and that old fake, hey, Tariq, why don't you get involved? Hell no, because it was a bunch of damn ops. I wasn't about to touch that with a 10-foot damn pole. It was a bunch of oppy niggas up there, troll niggas, hating niggas, passive aggressive niggas. And we've seen their actions since then. That's the reason why I ain't have nothing to do with that. That was a setup. You don't let oppy niggas goad you into going to some event where they're trying to undermine you. That's the first red flag right there. When people try to shame you into certain things, I want y'all to learn that, family. If people try to shame you into participating in something, that's some COINTELPRO type shit right there. Yeah, they think they're doing a chess move by trying to get you to go somewhere where there's some other ops there trying to undermine you and set you up. Nah, not doing that. Even at our rally, the successful one that we had in DC, which was a huge success, we had ops lurking around, but they weren't effective at the event because so many of us were on code. The ops were not effective. But when there were some ops there, there were absolutely ops there. So we got to watch when people try to shame you into doing some shit. Usually that's a setup. Just like that rally out here in LA, all the shaming tactics. They were trying to shame me into going there, and it was so many ops. Because my thing is, there were too many of them. I didn't agree with there being so many rallies at the same place. I spoke with my sister Connie about that. I told her it's I can't co-sign these rallies at the same place at the same time. No, that tactically that's not good because now the ops know when to show up. They know where everybody's going to be. So now the ops are being organized, and sure enough, they were out there opping it up. You think I don't move like that? If I do something, it's going to be like very strategic. And I'm not saying that to undermine what my sister was doing, but I knew that it was going to be some op shit out there, which it was, and they were out there trying to coax people into showing up so that they could instigate an altercation, so that one of us could put hands on somebody, and they were going to try to run and go sue. That was their whole thing. That was their ploy. They were going to try to run and sue. They wanted somebody to touch them up, and they were going to go and run and file a lawsuit. Yeah. That was their whole ploy. I smelled that from a mile away. So we got to watch how we move out here. We got to watch the places that we go, and we got to watch people trying to coax you into going somewhere. You dig? Because a lot of these ops are in these spaces lurking around heavy. They're lurking around real heavy. First of all, let me say this. RIP to the brother. It was a brother, CJ Harris. He's a country singer. He was on American Idol. This brother just died, a black brother. The black brother down in Jasper, Alabama, he was on American Idol, CJ Harris. Another brother, man, young brother, 31 years old, just suddenly died of a heart attack, man. Come on, dude. Come on, man. Family, 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 man. We were warning people, man. There's a reason why we were warning people. We had the tinfoil kufi on for a reason. Sometimes the tinfoil kufi don't lie. Sometimes the tinfoil kufi ain't whistling Dixie. We ain't lying. Man, what the hell is in that stuff? We can't say too much out here. But man, what the hell did they put in that stuff, man? Because this is ridiculous. And now some of the medical association, they're coming out saying that some certain jabs are linked to heart attacks. We're like, yeah, duh. So now they're trying to cover their tracks because you can't deny it at this point, can you? Remember, we were saying this stuff a long time ago, and they were banning our page and shadow banning us, and now they're coming out and admitting, hey man, certain jabs out here is being linked to a lot of heart attacks. Like we've been saying, man, young people These young black people having heart attacks in their teens and early 20s and early 30s, that's not normal at all. There's nothing normal about that. So we have to question everything. Remember, when somebody's trying to shame you, let's go back to the shaming thing. Remember, they were trying to shame black people into taking jizzabs. Remember? They were shaming us. And some of it was working on some of these goofy niggas. They were trying to shame us into that. Hey, y'all better do this. More black people are getting this, and more black people are getting that. You got to protect the community. You can't be up there talking about no damn Tuskegee. Remember, they were telling us don't be bringing up Tuskegee. Remember Roland and those guys? Y'all stupid fools. This ain't like the Tuskegee. Y'all stupid fools. They were shaming us. And many of us were like, okay, you can shame all you want to. I ain't getting one of them things. You know? You can talk all that shaming nonsense if you want to. I ain't getting that. What's up, Red Joker? I see you play. Red Joker is hilarious. Y'all need to follow Red Joker. Red Joker be killing me with the memes. Y'all follow Red Joker. Oh, T.S. Giselle. You still around, T.S. Giselle? Lord. Okay, yeah, okay. It's been a while. I ain't been in these spaces. I forgot about T.S. Giselle. Lord. You still around? You didn't go back to planet Busitonia or somewhere? I know, okay. Anyway, some other stuff that's going on. Kyle Rittenhouse, they're complaining. He's complaining because he's whining about him not being able to get in college. Oh, boo hoo. Oh, I was just trying to protect myself, and a college won't accept me. Look, even though Rittenhouse is a hero to white supremacy, because look, Rittenhouse's claim to fame, Kyle Rittenhouse's claim to fame was that he helped reinforce systematic white supremacy. That's all his claim to fame is. He got away with a murder. This dude went out here and killed a couple of people and got away with it, which helped solidify the ideology of white supremacy. He was a crash dummy for white supremacy. That's it. And the thing is, the white supremacists, they understand how wrong white supremacy is. They look at it as a necessary evil, but it's still evil. And they don't want a Rittenhouse around them. You understand? Yeah, they know that what he did was a necessary evil, but that's still an evil dude when they don't want him around them. Hey, we don't want you going to school with our kids because they know what his little ass is capable of. They've always had that dichotomy in white supremacist society. They love the evilness of white supremacy, but they look at each other with the side eye. That's why they used to have us raising their kids back during Jim Crow. White people didn't like leaving their children with other white people. They're like, hey, go find that big black mammy and drop the kids off over there with her or have her come over here and watch them. Because they knew black people weren't going to harm the kids. Even now, there's videos of white parents telling their children, if you ever get lost, go find a black person, particularly a black man. Yeah? All that fear of black people. No, look, we got to understand when they talk about fear of black people, they don't really fear us like that. Because again, when a white child gets lost, they tell a white kid, go find a black man. You're going to be more safe with a black man. A black male is less likely to kill you. A black male is less likely to harm a child, especially a foundational black American. A foundation, let me preface it by saying that. A foundational black American male, we're the least likely to harm a child. Do y'all know that? I've talked about this before. Foundational Black Americans, we're the only culture on the planet who does not have an open, designated child abuse or sex trafficking with children society. There's nowhere in foundational Black American society that you can go to get access to children to harm them or sexually abuse them openly. I'm talking about openly. I ain't talking about some shit somebody's doing behind closed doors. We don't have an open society. We're the only people who don't have that. Do y'all know that? I've talked about this many times. But you go to other countries, other societies, they'll take you somewhere. There's a designated spot where they can take you to go mess with some kids. You go down to South America, they can take you somewhere to mess with kids. Go over to Asia, they'll take you somewhere to go mess with kids. I've seen it over there in Jamaica. They got that filthy nonsense. And those Caribbean islands, those were playgrounds for pedophiles for a long time, man. Jamaica was a big playground for that. There's a reason why Epstein had his island there, remember? Epstein set up shop over there because it was so damn normalized. Over in Africa, boy, in Gambia and Nigeria, man, they got whole societies over there where they let these white supremacists come over there and get access to them babies, man. You dig? Let's keep it a buck. I'm keeping it a buck. We don't have that. You cannot come among us talking about, hey man, where can I get some kids? And we'll shut that down real quick. We do not play like that. You dig? So when the dominant society talk about fear of black people or black males, no, they're only fearful of us when we are awakened. You dig? That's when they have a fear of us. They don't have a fear of dusty Negroes. They don't fear that. They don't fear that whatsoever. They know because look, the white supremacists, they know a dusty Negro ain't gonna do nothing to them. White people go to the hood all the time. Don't let white people fool you like they're afraid of the hood. White people go to the hood all the time. They have no problem with the hood. Yeah. Look, I'm in South Central every day. There's white people walking around all over the place in South Central LA. Family, I'm telling you, I see it every day. When I'm down at the museums, white people everywhere, walking their dogs, chilling. Yeah. The problem that they have, the problem that they fear is when we are too woke, when we're too smart, when black people are too damn intelligent and we're not working for a corporate structure. That's the fear. You dig? When we're smart and we're not beholden to corporate a corporate structure, that's when we're a problem. Like they don't have a problem with a black intellectual, like a Michael Eric Dyson or somebody like that, somebody who is beholden to the corporate structure. They don't have a problem with that. But let it be a black person who's intelligent or a group of black people who are intelligent and who's looking out for other black people. Now that's when the fear comes in. That's a problem. They look at Negroes like that as dangerous because now you're going to wake everybody else up. That's when they show the fear. That's the only thing that they're afraid of. A dusty, angry Negro. They love a dusty, angry Negro. The dustier and the angrier, the better. That don't scare white people because all they gonna do is get on the phone and be like, "Hey, there's a hostile Negro here with his shirt off. Yes, I think he has a gun." They want you to be hostile and dusty and angry. They love that. That's all the justification they need. They love that. But when you don't come at them like that, when your vibe is different, when you come from an intellectual sphere, and they can't really get an angle on you, that's when you see the anger and hostility. Look at some of these spaces when we talk. Look at some of these Twitter spaces. Look how hostile the white supremacists are when they come in these rooms. You did, and the non FBA tethers because they're wannabe white supremacists. But look at their vibe when they come in here among us. Usually, and I say usually because there's a lot of these goofball Twitter spaces out here where you got a bunch of goofy trolls, and the white supremacists have no problem with that. But when we're talking intelligently, notice they start coming in being hostile. That's when they're hostile. Yeah. But let me get some calls in here. We got quite a few people in here in the middle of the night. Let's see who we got. We got a lot of people in here. Raise your hand, folks. Let me get y'all in here to see what's on your mind. What's up, Beatzilla? I see you, fam. What's up, First Them News, Brother Ra. And by the way, I want to see everybody in Dallas. We're having the big FBA Expo in Dallas, May 27th. That's going to be phenomenal. You can get your tickets and your vending information at fbaexpo.com. fbaexpo.com. Okay. Well, Lord, God, I don't really want to do it, but let's get T.S. Giselle in here. Lord. T.S. Giselle, what's up?
Been gone for a minute now. I'm back with a jump off. Goons in the club in case something pop off. I think I fucked those lyrics up.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. What's going on,
um,
T.S. Giselle?
Hi Tariq. It's your everyone's favorite T.S. Giselle, every girl's dream, every FBA man's fantasy. Ow.
Okay, if I
Tariq, where
fantasize
you?
on fighting, if I fantasize on fighting a bear, yeah. But go
Uh,
ahead.
uh, we're uh, we're not. It's very. We're not.
Okay.
Okay.
Are
Where you
you
been,
okay? Is there
Tariq?
how have you been, T.S.
So I'm
Giselle?
gonna, yeah, I'm gonna tell you. So we're gonna have a very serious conversation here.
Got it.
I'm glad that you're back on the app because I've been saying, where is Tariq? You need to host a state of the FBA union, Tariq. It's just been chaotic in these spaces. And I know there's no leader of FBA, but
Right.
people do listen to you. And so I do feel like you needed to have a space and not at 2 a.m. on the East Coast. You need to work on that. Um,
Yeah.
there needs to be a state of FBA because there are people running around these Twitter streets harassing and doxing Black FBA women, and it's unacceptable. Um, I have been a victim of harassment from Sir Major and Re-Up,
Oh Lord,
and it
Lord,
has
stop.
to stop. Tariq,
Oh
I'm being
Lord.
serious. I don't, you know that I joke with
Oh,
you, but I don't have the fight in me anymore. I'm sick of it, Tariq. And you can put a stop
okay,
to it.
okay,
Like, I
okay.
can't take it
Lord.
anymore. It's too
Okay.
much.
Okay, okay. Well, man up. Okay, we need you to man up.
I'm a woman and I'm allowed to be vulnerable.
Okay.
But but women should be able to get in these and I'm not saying that everyone. I'm calling out the who's in the epicenter. Sir Major has been a disgrace to what the principles
Okay,
of
stop.
FBA stands for.
Okay, 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 TS. Okay, 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 okay. Thank you, because we're not doing that. We're not going to do that tonight. We're not going to do that. Yeah, let me get some more people in here. Okay, Lord, what's up, Sophia? Let's get Sophia Nicole in here. Sophia Nicole.
Hi,
Hi, Sophia Nicole. How
I
are you?
am doing good. How are you doing?
I'm good, beloved. What's on your
So
mind?
I noticed after you um got to talking about the alligator bait, which I've known this for years. It's unfortunate that everybody now is talking about that and people are shaking in their
Yeah,
boots because we've been telling them our open enemy is really our open enemy. No
yeah,
chaser.
yeah,
So now
yeah,
we need to start to point out these all these towns that are under the waters like Lake Lanier. We need to be mapping
yeah.
them and we need to be having videos about them. And
Yeah, you know what? We talk about that in the new movie, in the movie America in
I
the Room. They
can't
start,
wait.
yeah, we discuss because there's a bunch of towns that they put underwater. It's a whole bunch of black towns
Yes.
that they
So you
just
know what I
deliberately
do?
flooded.
You know what I do?
Yeah,
Three. I measure if I'm dating a guy, I measure how he responds to your information. So if
yeah.
he can't sit and listen to that, it's most likely a no go. And if he can't play chess, the game of chess, it's a no go.
Mm, there you go. There you
So,
go, sis.
thanks.
Thank you so much, beloved. All right. But yeah, man, a lot of folks didn't know about the alligator bait thing where they were down in Florida um, using black children to hunt alligators. They would get black kids, and this was very well documented, and set black children out and use black children to lure alligators. And they would make all of these different um, collectible memorabilia items to commemorate this stuff. It was some sick stuff going on in Florida, and the reason why Florida was particularly hostile to black folks was because of revenge. It was a revenge thing because the black people in Florida, the black Seminoles and the black Maroons, they whooped them white supremacist asses in Florida. They don't like talking about that. They talk about it behind closed doors. I'm telling you, black folks, and this is going to be in the new movie American Maroon, black folks in Florida were beating the brakes off them white supremacists. Black people were freeing themselves off plantations. They never talk about this. Most of the plantations in Florida were destroyed by the Maroons. You understand what I'm saying? Them black Seminoles were out there whooping all types of ass up and down Florida. You understand? They they've been very secretive about what really went down in that Seminole War thing. And we break all of that down in the new movie American Maroon. This is a must see, ladies and gentlemen. And it's a long movie. The movie's like 3 hours damn near. Because we go so deep. We break this thing down heavy. We break it down. Oh man, it's a very in-depth film, man. We go heavy in this one. You guys do not want to miss it. Let me get Sir Major in here. What's up, sir? Mhm. Where you at, sir?
Hey, brother Tariq, what's happening, man?
Good. What's going on,
Man,
sir?
not much, man. I'm literally sick at the last when you brought that thing up. Anyhow, I was over here crying, man. uh, but I will say this, right? I literally had to deactivate and unplug a few times, for mental health. This app, especially when you're pulling hours like I've been doing, um, it'll take a toll on your mind. One thing I'll say is that
Yeah,
I wanted to get your thoughts on the gay Palmati, the guy out of Chicago. He's the alderman, or he's running for alderman. He's a candidate, and a lot of people want to support him because he simply was placed in front of us, and we were told, "Yo, support him." And I think that the vetting process on this guy has not been really thorough or official. And the fact that he's married to a black woman doesn't mean he should automatically get our support. Um, there seem to be some black folks who feel like that they can game him. Well, this hard white boy, and we gonna control him. This guy is I believe he's mob type, and ain't no game in that. The other thing I wanted to say, and I want to be abundantly clear in my position, that there are people that you have. I'm not gonna say you co-sign them, but they're friends of yours, or
right,
they're allies. I'm gonna be clear. You got some real thoroughbreds who are Tariq Nasheed supporters to the core. Understand that. Just like Trump got his folks, you got yours, right? And ain't none of us over here coons. I mean, loonies, right? With that,
right,
we're
right,
unwavering, right? With this idea that just because you cool with Tariq, if I see them opping up with ops that are known ops of yours, known people who speak disparagingly on a day-to-day basis, known people, Tariq, who said in this own recording, go to YouTube, I don't fuck with FBA, and I damn for sure don't fuck with Tariq. If you don't fuck with Tariq, why are people that you giving the platforms, Tariq? Why are they hosting spaces with these guys? Why are they giving a voice and a platform to these people who are known anti-Tariq supporters? I don't fuck with that. So I'll be clear. Marcel and Jade both were Ace Boon cooning it with Naheem. Then when Naheem turned on them, now is we supposed to give a fuck? I mean, I'm sorry, excuse my language. Now we supposed to care. When you know it's a snake, best believe that that's a snake. If it walk like a duck, talk like a duck, it's a duck. And so when someone shows you who they are, believe them. So Naheem, has been doing a lot of doing a lot of crazy shit. And at the end of the day,
right.
these are people that you co-sign. We don't. I didn't know who a Jay was. I'll be straight up. I didn't know a Marcel Dixon. I know a Tariq Nasheed, and I know you by your work. So when you co-sign people who then are not loyal to you and start co-signing people who are against you, that destroys our movement and it causes a fracture. And I just wanted to land with that.
All right. Well, thank you so much, sir. And like I said, man, I talked to my brother, and Marcel is here. I spoke with Marcel on the phone. Marcel is my brother, man, and Jade is my sister. I talk to Jade all the time. You know, um, sometimes it's look in some of these spaces. A lot of folks be in some of these spaces with some of the oppie people, and it is what it is. I don't trip on that too much. There's a lot of people who be in some of these op spaces. You know, and I kind of gauge reactions. How are you getting intel, or are you in there just cockeying and kikiing with them? There's a big difference. Sometimes people will be in the spaces like D. We got D Tubman in here, so D will monitor spaces and see what kind of she's getting intel from some of the ops. So she'll be in the spaces gathering information, which is cool, you know. But I've seen a couple of folks, and there was one lady who kind of sent me a passive aggressive tweet earlier. Let me see. I don't know if she's in here. She might be in here. She's all clicked in with some of these oppie people. So she be in these rooms kind of cockeying and kikiing, these fence sitters. Like, yeah, yeah, I see them. I see them. I see a couple of the fence sitters, and I don't trip on them. Yeah, but I see them. I see them. Because see, here's the thing. Because some people will say, well, damn, why do I let Sir Major on? A lot of folks have a problem with Sir Major. And they're like, well, damn, why you let Sir Major on? Sir Major be divisive or whatever. So, and I say to them, what's Sir Major doing that y'all be in these rooms with ops, Kakan, and Kikiing sometimes? So what's Sir Major doing? That's different from what some of you are doing. Yeah? Right? I'm saying that to anybody. What the fuck is Sir Major doing that some of y'all ain't doing? Some of y'all be in these rooms with these oppie niggas, these people who have talked real crazy about me and my family. Some of y'all be in these rooms with them trying to, I don't know what y'all be trying to do with them, but some of y'all are real cool with them. Yeah, at least. Well, Sir Major don't do that. Yeah. So y'all can't really. And I have some disagreements with Sir Major. I don't like, the whole thing with Wani. I stand on that. I don't like that whole thing going after Wani and other folks like that because, Wani's a rider. But, that's something else. But, Sir Major will stand on his square. Sir Major don't be in the room Kakan and kikiing with ops though. You dig? Even though I disagree with some of the stuff he do, he ain't in these rooms skinning and grinning with no fucking ops. What, T.S. Giselle? What are you saying, T.S. Giselle? Why are you giving a thumbs down? And let's get a caster in here. Let's get a caster in here. A caster? What's up, brother?
So Sir Major is definitely in rooms with the ops. He's in rooms with whole white supremacists, kikiing and cacaing them, telling them they can call him the N-word. He's in rooms doxing black women like Wani, doxing women like Dirty, putting out all their business, putting out their criminal records, their home addresses, their phone numbers, their email addresses, stirring the pot and stirring the shit. This man is on house arrest.
But
He has no
okay, hold
life.
on. Right. But brother, weren't you on one of these spaces talking about you like the white man to call you a nigger and all this stuff?
Well, again, this was a hit piece that was put out by Powder, and with Powder, you got to understand, you got to consider the source. I'm not going to address anything that Powder has put out there because Powder is
But it was
a
it was you. It was but it was your voice though, right? It was your voice saying,
now
how you these white
Tariq,
right?
brother. We're gonna focus on Powder right now. Powder's day
I,
of reckoning is coming on this app.
I understand, but you too, sir. You've been in
I'm
rooms with
not
these.
going on defense, brother Tariq. You taught me that. I'm
I'm not.
not going on
I'm not.
defense. We're going to talk about
I'm
what
not trying.
Powder's been doing to good
But
sister
no, no, no,
Wani,
no. But
how he's
uh,
harassed her, how he's harassed many
brother,
women on this
but
app.
sir, you were on that. You were in a room with some white boys talking about you like them to call you nigger this and nigger that, and
Now, why
it
would
was
a
real.
straight man be up chasing a gay man around at 3:44 in the morning, recording him on the phone? Do any of you straight men follow gay men around on this app in spaces and record them at 3:44 in the morning? I think not, but Powder
But
does.
sir,
Powder
I
does.
understand.
Powder has a hankering for Bucci Cat. That's the problem with Powder. Powder needs to pull that thong out his Bucci Cat and say what's really going on. Because I ain't never seen no man chase me around at 3:44 in the morning unless he wants something. Best believe, Powder, I'm not interested.
No, but brother, you were getting into some slave play though. What
You
was
know,
up
my,
with
my
that, man?
mind my mind may have been playing tricks on me. I may have been spazzing out a little bit, but I got
Was your
we
mind
have
playing dick?
recorrected on the course and we are on mission.
Hold on. We got let me get Sir
Oh
Major in here.
Lord, here comes Powder.
Uh, Sir Major, hop on, Sir Major.
Oh my
Hop.
Lord, Lord, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord. Listen, it is categorically false that I would even be interested in gay activity. What I will tell you is that if you check that, you check my tweets and you check the chat, we have a guy playing had a whip in his hand, a real whip, watching a slave movie, and he's whipping and he's doing a simulcast, if you will, of him whipping a black man, okay, who was being whipped. That's what your friend Adonis was doing. We have a bunch of video, okay? Yes, we have a bunch of video of him telling white men, white supremacists, that they can call him nigger and that he wants them to run their semen all over his face and get did in the
Oh
back end.
God.
Oh, now
Yes.
you're being
So we,
degenerate.
we have
He's
the
gone too
videos,
far.
we have the audio. The audio is going to be put in the chat, and they're also going to be on my page, so you guys can go to that. I want to be
Nobody wants
clear.
to see
I've
that.
never, ever in my natural born black life ever told
You're
anyone
not
that
black. You
that
don't
that
have
that,
any
that they
melanin.
could call me the N word. I don't even let Tethers say it. I don't let girlfriends say it. If you're not
You let
non
E
if
say
you're
it.
not FBA,
You
no
let your
one is
Somali
allowed to
girlfriend call
use.
black women the N
Excuse me,
world. Yes,
excuse
you
me, sir.
did. They
No
said
one,
something vile about
no
Wani,
one
and
is
you sat
allowed to
back and
use
you
the N word
kikied and
around
you
me if you're non
cockeyed.
non FBA, and I'll land there.
You allowed your Somali friends to threaten Wani, but whatever, dude.
All right. Okay. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you,
Go
Adonis.
away, Powder.
Where's
Okay,
the
that's
throw
enough,
up button
Adonis.
at?
Oh God. All right. Lord, Lord. What's the stuff that be going on these Twitter streets? It's all over the place. It's bussy juice running through the streets. It's all over the place. T.S. Giselle. Well, okay, what does T.S. Giselle want? T.S., what do you want? I don't want to turn this into P Valley and shit. It's just, what's up, T.
Yeah,
Giselle?
absolutely not, Tariq. So Tariq, I'm not gonna let you get away with that. I am no fan
Well,
of Wani. However, you cannot get on your space and say that you are in defense of Wani when Sir Major hosted a space that said that Wani wanted to suck his dick. That is egregious, disgusting, and an
Lord.
attack on black women. How dare you say that you are in defense of a woman when a man harasses black FBA women on a daily basis the way that he does? He is a monster. A monster. He has harassed multiple FBA black women. Women.
Okay.
He needs to be
Okay.
disavowed, Tariq. He creates drama. Look what he did in this space. He tried to throw Marcel and Jade, two people that are very close to you, under the bus.
Right.
He is a complete disgrace. And you know I don't like no Marcel. For me to get on this stage and defend Wani and Marcel,
No, why?
he is
Okay, no, no, no,
he
no, no,
is
no.
a
Now, why you?
cancer. He is a
Okay, now,
cancer. He don't give
why don't
Sir
you like
Major
Marcel?
don't give
Why,
hold on. Hold
hold
on.
on, sir. Why don't
Tariq,
you like?
don't you misgender me. My name is T.S. Giselle.
Oh,
My
okay, okay,
pronouns are
okay.
she and her.
They. Hey,
She
they.
and
Calm
her.
down, they. No, it's a they. It's um. So why don't you like Marcel? Marcel is my brother. Why don't you like Marcel?
So me and Marcel's conflicts are more so related to the community that we belong to. I believe that Marcel allows himself to be a pawn and used as an LGBTQ person. And I understand he's passionate about reparations, but we're still Black queer people. Well, I'm a lady, but we're Black LGBTQ members, and so I think that he doesn't have to bash our community to be a
He
voice
doesn't.
for reparations.
He doesn't bash. But you bash black people, and you're against us getting reparations. So
What? Uh, 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 uh,
you are,
uh,
and you've done
uh,
things to undermine us. You
uh,
do it all the time. So
uh,
why are you pointing your masculine
uh,
finger? Why are you doing that?
First of all, there is nothing masculine about DTS Giselle, Tariq. However, Tariq, you switched the subject.
No, I didn't. I'm like you sitting here pointing the finger at everybody, and you always in these spaces trying to undermine people and denigrate everybody. So you do the same thing. So why are you trying to point the finger at
You know,
everybody?
I would ask that you provide proof of that. What I know is I'm proud to be Black American and I am pro reparations and I am for reparations. Our ancestors are owed a debt from the United States, and I'm supportive of that. But what I
And I still
but
you're
hold
FBA.
on,
Still
I have
think
never
I don't
called
think you're
myself
FBA.
a reparationist because I don't do the work on the street the way that other people do. However, I would never be fake and betray my ancestors and act like I give a fuck about reparations like Sir Powder does. He don't give a fuck
Okay,
about
what?
reparations or black people. He is a
Okay,
clout chaser. And I hope the
and
federal
what is this?
judge gives you 30 years, you unmelanated marshmallow
Calm
bastard.
down. What picture is this you put up?
Of, of
What
a
the hell is
of a
this?
badass bitch who got flued out to Jamaica. Wangwan.
Okay, good lord, and it looked like they hit you with a hot plate of jerk chicken.
And I know it's very much giving camel toe.
Oh,
Period. Sis.
okay, that's mammal toe. That's not a camel. That's a
Tariq, you
mammal.
going so
All
Tariq,
right.
are you gonna so
Okay, I
Tariq, if
got.
I'll come to Dallas, but I have to be able to give a
No,
speech.
no, 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 no. That's enough. God, Lord. Okay, let me get some women up in here to really shift the energy. God, it's too much. There's too much on a goddamn Monday. This is Martin Luther King's birthday. I didn't have a dream of that. This is not in Martin Luther King's dream. A big burly Bucci cat. Damn. Let's get some other people in here. Damn, Martin Luther King didn't die for this. Let's get F Fifi out, whatever your name is. Lord, Fifi, hop on there. Are you here, ma'am? Okay, we got to get the energy. This
Of
is.
course, of course. You have the energy. Got the
Oh
baddest bitch in the fucking
Lord,
motherfucking building.
oh
What the fuck is
God,
up? What the fuck is up? What the fuck is
oh,
up? What
I
the
knew,
fuck is up?
I knew, I smelled something musty. How are you, ma'am? It's been a
I'm in
while.
Africa. I'm in Djibouti. I'm in my homeland. You know,
No,
I'm
no,
here.
you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not, ma'am. You're in Memphis, Tennessee,
I
in
swear
between.
to God. I'm in the. You want me to talk
No,
to random people on the street? You
um,
want me to get random people to come talk to you right now?
let's get it. Let's go. And you're gonna
All right,
probably get
hold
your
on.
cousin,
Hold on. Let me get some random people I don't even know to say hi to you. Hold on one second.
but she's about to get her
واحد
cousin.
كورة سيس السلام عليكم أرو السلام عليكم أرو سي السلام عد كاغا السلام عليكم أرو السلام عليكم السلام عليكم أرو السلام
Yeah,
عليكم أرو المقلية. Okay, thank you. هيا بابكي صحرا guys. أيوة أيوة أيوة
uh,
أيوة 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 أيوة.
she could
Anyway,
be in Brooklyn. Okay,
it's very busy. There's no camels, there's no goats here, but I'll be passing them a little bit soon if you want to say hi to the goats as well.
there you
But yeah,
go.
it's good. We're just picking up some pancakes. You know, I'm loving the heat, loving my people. It's nice to be back on the motherland. I'm happy. I'm feeling good. You know, celebrating
That's
my birthday just a day ago. I share the same birthday as Martin Luther King as well. Shout out to Martin Luther King. Shout out to the FBA family. I hope y'all get your reparations soon. And yeah, I'm just chilling with my
right.
people. I'm back home
There
and I
you
love
go.
being home
There
where I
you go. Well,
belong.
stay there. Stay there, and everything. Hope everything is good and everything is going to be all right. Thank you so much. All right, that's enough of that. Okay, stay right on over there and make it happen, ma'am. Okay. All right, let's get some more people in here. Just all types of chaos and havoc tonight. We got a lot of people in here, though. There's a lot of people in here tonight. All right. Who is this person? Miss Giselle. Okay, let's get Miss Giselle. This is another Miss Giselle in here. Let's get another sister in here. Then I'm gonna get I see another sister over here. Miss Giselle. I hope
It's
I'm
Giselle.
pronouncing your name right,
Yeah,
ma'am.
what's up, Tariq?
Just
Yes, the
how are you,
Baltimore.
dear?
This your people from Baltimore. Yeah, I'm good. I wanted to come up here, kind of bring back the conversation to what's happening
Yeah.
now. Big ups
Yes.
to MLK and for everybody that's repping for that's continuing on his legacy. I wanted to add some context to the conversation to bring it back to the next wave of voting. What would you say? Because I think we should use these platforms from Clubhouse to Twitter Spaces and Facebook and like across all of these platforms to start pulling in these elected officials on state levels, as well as people that's running for Congress and Senate, to start like bringing them into our spaces and kind of get into an interview process. What do you
Right.
think about us using these these platforms, because we can pull more people here than getting them in person a lot of times.
Right.
The only
I
problem is the drama that's on these apps.
Yeah, yeah. So that's the thing. It's a good thing to get certain people in the apps, but we have to understand they are flooding the zone in these apps with ops already. They have a lot of Democratic operatives and Republicans too. I'm not going to put it all on the Democrats, but you have a lot of people who are in these apps who are clearly working for the Democrats, acting like they're grassroots. So that's the gift and the curse. The gift is you can get people in and you can have conversations with them. The curse is anybody can come on, and usually they can throw a couple of crumbs at a handful of ops to come in and just kind of disrupt the whole conversation when the conversation is becoming constructive about what we need to get as foundational Black Americans. So let me get Brother Afro Elite in here. Let me get my good brother Afro Elite. What's going on, Afro Elite? I'm good, man. How are you, sir?
Um, just want to speak on a subject real quick. As you know, there's a election coming up in Chicago for the mayor next month. So I've been kind of busy trying to get Lightfoot out of Chicago. But
Yes.
in Twitter, what's been going on from what I've seen is a lot of recycled beef. A lot of people are like kind of jumping out the window from beef from last year and pretending like it's something else, like the situation with Gabe. That's really a personal issue, and they're using Gabe as like a cover to attack people that they had issues with from last year. That's
Yeah.
so it's kind of the same thing that they was doing last year. They find one reason and then they blow it up to the 10th degree because of something else, but they don't want to admit that. That's it's a lot of that going on.
Right, right. Because I see a lot of stuff about this Gabe guy. And I don't know too much about him. I'll be honest, because I haven't been in the spaces like that. But I've been hearing some stuff, and it some of the beefs that's surrounding this Gabe guy doesn't sound like it's really about him. He just might be a conduit to some stuff that was already going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I real quick question. I know you're having next month, you're having the opening for the museum. I was planning on
yeah,
going to that. When are you going to like announce the details? Are you going to do that in the Twitter space or on YouTube or
yeah, I will do that probably next week. I will make the announcement next week, and because I want to do it close to the event, because if I announce it too early, a lot of people are just going to start coming up to the museum already, and I don't want them to do that. I don't want them to do that at all. So I'm kind of waiting till we're ready, ready, ready. So I'll keep you posted. It'll be in the next couple of weeks because the event is going to be in mid-February. So I'll keep you posted, brother. Y'all,
oh,
y'all
thank
stay
you.
tuned. Thank you so much. But yeah, listen. This whole stuff. There's this white guy named Gabe who's a politician out there in Chicago, from what I understand, and there's a lot of people, on the Twitter Spaces, kind of um, beefing with each other over this guy's position. This guy says he's for reparations, from what I understand. Um, I think the guy has a black wife. Again, I don't know too much about the guy. I'm not going to denigrate the guy. I don't know him. I don't know anything about him too much. I just heard a few things here and there. Um, I know some people, and I talked to my brother Greg, and Greg kind of rolls with the guy. Greg thinks he's a solid guy, which is cool. I've seen some other riffraffy type of people co-signing and kind of jumping out of the window for the dude. I'm like, that's weird. You know, I see some people just completely jumping out the window for this white dude. Now that's something different. Yeah, yeah. You say a little something about the guy, and then they jump out. I had a couple of people jump out the window on my ass just for mentioning the guy. Now, I admit I don't know too much about the guy, but me just kind of saying that, a couple of plebiscite babblers then jumped out the window. Which is weird. I'm like, why is this dude, this white man's balls in your mouth so heavy where you just jumping out the window? What's that about? You understand? And if this guy is a solid ally, that would be a good thing. I'm not saying he is, not saying he isn't, not saying he is, and not saying he is not. It's cool to have some if you got some white people who talking about reparations, yeah, Let's sit down with them and see what they can do to assist us with getting what we need to get. I have no problem with any white person who's serious about pushing for reparations for foundational Black Americans. I have no problem with that if that's a genuine agenda from a white so-called ally. But people do have a right and an obligation to screen these people when they come around and check their paperwork and check their pedigree. You understand? You have, and I'm not knocking anybody for checking this dude's background and checking some of his past tweets or whatever he's been saying or anything slick or greasy. You have an obligation, not just a right, an obligation to do that. Because a lot of times people in the dominant society will come around our movements and come around our spaces and they'll talk a good game and then get their foot in the door and then they'll flip on us. So there's some people who are genuinely concerned, as they should be. You understand? But my thing is when I see certain folks just kind of jump out the window over dude, over any white person. When the white person come around, you got Negroes acting like Steven from Django. You dig? That's something else. You dig? That is something else. So I look at that and that raises a red flag for me. Let me get my Ra in here. What's up, brother Ra? Brother Ra, Raheem. What's up, bro? Turn your microphone on, Ra. Oh, where you at, Ra?
Oh yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, brother.
Okay, yeah. I just wanted to talk, on the topic a little bit about this dude named Gabe. You know, people been doing the background on him, and it doesn't look good. You know what I mean? I'm of the same way like you. I don't know him, but I can go by what I see and what I hear. And from what I see with his posts, you know, he's not who he say he is, and he puts up certain things. Like you said, there's people that's following him and that's just jumping out the window for him. But one thing that he did do that really caught my eye is when he put, the swallow and follow, behind Naheem that put that. Is this the swallow and follow pastor 2.0? You know what I mean? So for a white man to come in a black space and to say that is very telling. He's feeling a little
Right.
too comfortable. And I just, what I
Yeah,
mean, his number one donor is someone that don't look like they for reparations, actually look like they down with the alphabet mafia. So it's, you gotta watch him. You gotta look at him. And that's all I gotta say.
there you go, man. Thank you so much, Ra. I appreciate you, bro. Okay, let's get sincere. This was sincerely black love. Let's get sincerely black love in here. All right. And let me see. Then we're gonna get timeline terrorist in here. This sister. What's up, sincerely?
How you doing, Tariq? Thanks so much for the mic. So two things, and I'll be quick. One that's going on in the Twitter streets is Sincerely Black Love is launching a Black Love vision board for Black History Month. Our goal is to bring Black Americans together in love and in lineage. So would love for you to tap in on that. And then the second is when you were at the reparations rally in November, there was an 8-year-old who interviewed you and she had hand sanitizer. Do you have her information? Because not just myself, but there are others who want to purchase sanitizer from her. So do you have her information to share with us?
Yeah, I can find it. I gotta find it because I still have that hand sanitizer. I got. Let me look for it and I will tweet it
Okay,
to you.
please and
All right.
thank you and Happy New Year.
Thank you so much, beloved. Yeah, that was a phenomenal little girl, man, and that's why I want to. I wanted to put together the event for Dallas so that we can have more of that. We can have our children being around like-minded people, our best and our brightest, being around family, being around progressive-minded Black folks, so we can cultivate that energy. That little girl was phenomenal, such a smart kid. And we got to have events so that children like that can show up and they can have peers and other comrades around them and other Black folks who are looking out for them, like the caller who just called up. This sister wanted to support that kid. We need more of that, and that's why we're going to continue to have events like we're doing in Dallas. We're going to have events at our museum all the time so that progressive minded people can come around and we can just build, man. Let's get a timeline terrorist. Hop on.
Hi, Tariq. I'm not sure what's been happening in the Twitter streets, but I am here in Dallas. I may pull up to the event if my time allocates. And I just wanted to say T.S. Giselle has no right, rhyme, or reason to speak for actual black FBA women such as myself. Sir Major is a fair man. Hasn't had any disrespect from him or Re-Up or Grimes. Those guys are out there putting in the work. And appreciate you for working on reparations. We always need a outspoken, strong, headstrong black man to be in the forefront. You always got my support.
Yes, indeed. I appreciate you, beloved. Thank you so much. All right, let's get what's up, who's in here? Let's get JoJo in here. Let's get JoJo. Let's get JoJo in the house. What's up, Joe? I'm good, fam. What's on your
None
mind?
doubt, no doubt, man. The streets been crazy, man. I share the same sentiments as my brother Raheem, right? But me and you met at the reparations rally, backstage, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I came to you about our brother Ozone, man. He called me last week and we talked, and he was like, "Could you please talk to Tariq and bring awareness to him that my court date has been pushed back?" And his trial date was supposed to start April 3rd. But the prosecution was saying that they needed more time to gather more evidence and stuff like that. So it's been pushed back to July 31st.
Damn.
Yeah, so we got an official website in place for him. I shot you a few emails. I was trying to, get him to the forefront because, there's
What's the website? What's the website,
it's
brother?
othal.org. That's othal.org. I can put it in the Jumbotron.
You put the jump rope. Now, what state do they still have him in Georgia, or is he in
No,
Florida?
he's in Georgia. I mean, not Georgia. He's in Florida. He's in Volusia County.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
in Volusia County. He right now, he's doing pretty good. I said it to the space. I don't see it though. Hold up. Yeah, he's doing pretty good, man. He just keeping his head up. He got people. We got a committee that pretty much take care of all of his menial things like his commissary, making sure that his family's taken care of and stuff like that. Our main thing is
Yeah.
his legal defense, man. It's been very hard, especially dealing with the system, man. So we've raised so far over $90,000. The community has. So we got a site
Yeah.
specifically to him for him. It's othal.org, and people can go there to support his legal defense. I just wanted to just say that on his behalf because he was thinking that you forgot about him. I say no. Whenever he have a space again, I'm gonna bring it up, bro. I got you. So
Yeah. With him, and I want to reach out to him, man. Definitely. So we're gonna chop it up, Joe.
no doubt.
But yeah, everybody go to the site, and I'm gonna go put some more stuff on his books too. But thank you so much, brother. Yeah, I hope Ozone is gonna be all right, man. That was unfortunate, man. That was a setup. There was some bullshit that happened to our brother Ozone, man, down there in Florida. The race soldier just pulled up on him, didn't really identify himself, and you know, Ozone defended himself. You know, Ozone defended himself, and they threw my brother under the bus. So, hopefully my brother is gonna be good. Let's get um Fly City in here. Fly City. Hop in Fly City. Fly City. All right, where you at, Fly City? All right, Fly City. He ain't really ready. All right, let's get some more people in here. All right, let's get some more people in here. Let's get the Negro pessimist. Let's get the Negro pessimist in here. All right, the Negro pessimist. Hop
What's up?
on.
What's up, Tariq? I wanted to talk about PACs because there's
Okay.
APAC. There's the Justice Democrats. They're a PAC. So if you're looking at Ilan Omar, AOC, all the Progressive Squad, there needs to be a reparations PAC. Because Camilla Moore, for example, from the California Reparations Task Force, she wanted to run for office, and it's like we need a way to support our people who are reparationists and elevate reparationists into office, so we're not dependent on like a Gavin Newsom or any of these people, right? Because you can,
Right,
because a task force can say what it wants, but then it goes to the state assembly, and we need to
right.
be filling those seats. So I think that's an idea we need to discuss more.
Yes, indeed. I totally agree with that, brother. Thank you so much, Fresh. I appreciate you. Let's get who we got? Who's that? Miriam. All right, let's get Miss Miriam in here. Miriam, hop on, Miriam. What's going on, Miss Miriam? All right, waiting on Miriam.
Therefore, it's
There
1
you go.
a.m.
What?
St. Louis, Illinois.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
So what's on your mind? Yeah.
I just wanted to touch bases and say Happy New Year's to you and to shout
Thank
out
you.
some of the brothers and sisters in the room that's down with the reparations movement and shout out to Sister Giselle that was up there because she was doing something with the book reading or something like that for today. Well, now it's in passing for Martin Luther King birthday. And
Yeah.
to touch back bases when you were talking about some of the towns that were underwater that they're going to owe and do reparations for. Well, the city of East St. Louis, Illinois in 1917 had a massacre that happened. It was one of the worst race riots that ever happened, and they used the
Yep.
National Guard.
Yep.
So just raising awareness.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But thank you so much, beloved. Yeah,
Thank
they had a lot of these race riots around 1917, 1918, 1919. They had the Red Summer of 1919 because World War One was going on, and they weren't letting white immigrants over here. And because they weren't letting white immigrants over here, they had to hire black people. Black people were getting a lot of jobs around that time. And the white supremacists was like, oh no, we got to get these Negroes in check. So they started committing these waves of violence all around the country against black people, especially in the North. They try to put all that stuff on the South, but it was really, really heavy in the North. And stuff like this you're going to learn by coming to the museum. We're going to be talking about this a lot. And also at the museum, we're going to have different people come in to speak and teach, and we're going to have workshops, and we're going to have a whole bunch of great stuff going on at the museum on a regular basis. Let's get a couple of more people in here. Who is this? Jada. All right, let's get Jada in here. What's up, Miss Jada? Hop on.
Hey, what's up, Tariq? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Jada. How are you?
I'm good. I just wanted to, first of all, to give y'all a shout out. I am actually an immigrant that is supportive of FBA. So
Where you from? Where you from, dear?
I'm from Kenya.
There you go.
Yeah, I
And
have
why? And also, why are you hiding in the bathroom right now? You're in a bathroom
so
right now.
listen, I'm actually in my kitchen.
Oh Lord, your kitchen sounds like that.
It does, unfortunately. Yes, it does. But
Okay.
so I just wanted to say, I mean, my support for FB has always been because it's just the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? My
Right.
family has greatly benefited from, you know, the fruits of labor of the FBA, and we kind of like all agree on that, on the same note. It's not that many of us, but there are a lot of, you know, there are some immigrants that are supportive of FBA. Just you
Yeah.
know, we're growing. You know we're getting there slowly but surely. But you know, it's more of
No,
us you know coming out. Um,
no, that's good.
but I wanted to say really quickly because I know your stage turned into like the shade room for a second there, right? Like
Yeah.
I know, like, so I was, I was going to Major's rooms, right? So Major came up here and he made a point about, um, an automatic, what I mean? We're talking about business, right? That's what the stage is for. And then you have a couple of people that came up here to, like I said, they thought this was a shade room or something like that. So, this being your stage, and I find like we should respect it. And I feel like there are some people that don't respect your stage for them to come up and even talk that dumb mess on a stage with 600 people listening, where the
Right.
title is your name and FBA. I just feel like they're kind of disrespectful, but that's just my opinion. I appreciate you giving me a chance to talk,
There you go.
and
Thank.
I appreciate
I
what you do.
appreciate. Thank you so much, beloved. But the echo in that kitchen is a beast, boy. Oh man. Let me see. T.S. Giselle, what are you raising your hand for, T.S. Giselle? Okay. Let's get Madam Nayaboki. Madam Nayaboki. All right. And that sounds like an immigrant name, Madam Nayaboki. I hope
Mm,
I'm pronouncing your name.
Hey Tariq, I was just gonna say one thing, and I feel like it's a problem within. Actually, a big supporter of like Black Americans, just because I was born and raised here, and it's the right thing to do, as well. But one thing I wanted to point out is I feel like people are abusing the American title, especially us immigrants. I feel like first generational, second generational Americans, like they say, we shouldn't be calling ourselves American. I feel like we should just obtain that US born citizenship title, and instead of calling ourselves Kenyan American, Nigerian American, we should just be named US born, because when we use that American title, we're kind of abusing it in a way, because we don't have any type of ancestry dating back to America. So again, when it comes to being American, I feel like we should treat it as a lineage and not this nationality thing where everybody is coming to America and calling themselves American. But
Now
I
where
land.
now where are you from, dear?
My parents are from Kenya, so yeah, I'm Kenyan.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, you're Kenyan American, basically, right?
No, I'm US born citizen. I don't have any ties or ancestry dating back to America, so I don't consider myself American.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, okay. Well, you're Kenyan. You consider yourself Kenyan.
Right.
Okay. Well, which is fair. That's fair. And when we say we're foundational Black Americans, instead of African American, because we feel the same way at this point, like we are genetically African, but culturally we are foundational Black American. We're not culturally
Right.
African anymore.
And I
You
do
know.
respect that, but I just feel like since everybody wants to come to America and call themselves American, we're having this identity crisis, which is a big issue, and I feel like in our communities. I mean in my community. But
Right. Right. Right.
yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
There you go. Thank you so much, dear. Well, see, that's why we alleviate all the confusion. We're just like, hey, we're foundational Black Americans. Everybody else can work out whatever you want to call yourself, work that out. But we are foundational Black Americans, and that cannot be remixed. That's why that term is such a codified term. You can't remix it. Everybody can't jump on it. Yeah. So when we start talking about stuff for foundational Black Americans, that's extremely specific. All these other terms, unfortunately, they get remixed. People come in and start remixing all of these other terms. If you start saying descendants of slaves, then you got a lot of Caribbeans who come in. Hey, I was a slave. My people were slaves in Haiti. My people were slaves in Trinidad. No, it's different. I was doing an interview recently talking about slavery, and the host was like, "Well, you talk about slaves in the Caribbean." I'm like, "No, no, 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 no. I'm talking about the descendants of slaves from here, the foundational Black Americans." So you got to lock it down and let people know specifically what you're talking about. The term foundational Black American is a rock solid term. I learned codification from my brother Neely Fuller. He talks about we got to be codified where we can just lock stuff down. We can say some things and put it out there, and the definition is clear and concise, and it doesn't leave no wiggle room. When you say foundational Black American, ain't no wiggle room in that. You can't tether it. You can't Rachel Dolezal it. You dig? Because Rachel Dolezal can pop up and say, "Well, hell, I'm a trans racial African American now. You know, I got 2% African DNA, so I'm an African American. And I feel like I'm black." Even if she tries to go that route, which she did, she's like, "Well, hell, I feel black, so I'm black." But the thing is, you ain't a foundational. So one of the words is gonna get you out the box if you fake the funk. Yeah. Yeah, you can claim black all of a sudden, but you ain't foundational. You don't come from the lineage. You see? You can't remix it. You can't finesse that term. It's a very rock solid term. That's why so many people have a problem with it because it excludes and it locks you out. If you ain't part of the lineage, it locks you out. You can't finesse your way into it. Yeah. Oh, T.S. Giselle, look, just get it off. Because every time somebody come on, you got to respond. Just get it off your chest.
Yeah. Um, for Miss Piggy, the Pygmy Princess, on your
Oh,
best day, you could never, sweetie. Period. And I can speak for Black women. And I'm sick of cisgender Black women wanting to create a divide between cis and trans women. I'm still a Black woman. I'm just a Black trans woman. Period.
okay, but
Okay, and that's on North Carolina Agriculture and Technical State University, founded on March 9th, 1891, sweetie. Now, check that.
okay, but how you going to denigrate a biological woman if she feels a certain way? Are you discounting?
I didn't denigrate anyone. She denigrated me.
Well,
What
you did
I what
denigrate her.
I
You called
said
her
was what I said was for any woman to what I condemned a man for harassing Black women, a so called social justice activist who has doxxed multiple FBA Black women. Whether you
but you're
agree
a
with
man
him,
denigrating black women, so you're doing the same
I'm
thing.
sorry, what did you say, Tariq?
But you're a man denigrating
Oh,
black women.
you do know that's a violation of Twitter Code of Conduct, right?
What?
Misgendering with intent, that's a violation of Twitter Code of Conduct. And
Misgender?
Tariq, you have never misgendered me. You have never. We get on, you let me on this stage and we kiki and kaka. You have never misgendered me, Tariq. My feelings are actually hurt.
Well, you put your dick up and get your mind right, and everything will be all right. I mean, I'm not misgendering. You have male genitalia, so
I don't. If you, my picture is very clear. It's very much camel toe. Um, for
no. That is no,
FYI,
no.
I went to Thai.
And I'm not denigrating. I'm saying
Any girl can go to Thailand and buy a vagina, sweetie. Okay,
okay, but
period.
okay, but you didn't do
Now, Tariq,
you did
I know that you are a
you
high
did you did
caliber man.
you did not do that.
These
You
girls, okay, they could never walk in my 6-inch heels. Okay,
okay, Lord, you mean
period.
your work boots? You got on construction boots. You
I,
don't have
I,
on,
I don't. I'm lying in the chateau as we speak.
okay. Okay, you're not lying in a chateau.
Okay,
You're lying in a Motel 6
it's
slinging pussy in the middle of the night. And you
and I did that for 10 years from sea to shiny sea, from the specific Pacific to the Atlantic. Okay, and that is why I can lie in the chateau now. Period.
and I'm getting seasick by even imagining you doing
Period.
all
Period,
right.
sis. Period,
Okay.
sis. But don't
Okay.
come for me unless I send for you, Barbara Walters.
Yes, indeed. All right. All right. Thank you so much, T.S. Giselle. And we'll go ahead and shave your back and get ready for the next client. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. Enough is enough. Okay. Lord, 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 Lord. Oh, goodness. Coretta Scott King did not sacrifice to put up with this. All the kings, Coretta Scott King, Dr. Martin Luther King, Evelyn Champagne King, just everybody suffers right now. Every king, Rodney King, everybody suffers. Don King, God bless them all with the foolery going on tonight. Lord. Anyway, y'all, on that note, let me get up out of here. Again, family, FBA Expo going down in May. I want to see everybody in the place. We're going to have a phenomenal time. Go to FBAstream.com, sign up for the FBA Stream to see all of the movies, all of the shows, all of the programming, and the new movie coming up next month, American Maroon, will be exclusively on FBA Stream. You don't want to miss that. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to make an announcement when we're doing the grand opening for the Hidden History Museum next month. I'm going to let you know where to get the VIP tickets. It's going to be VIP only. A select group of people are going to come in. You're going to be the first to see the museum, watch the film. We're going to have a screening at the museum. It's going to be free food, mixer, party, turn up. It's going to be a phenomenal event. Saturday, I want to say the third Saturday of February. Let me look at the calendar real quick just to give you a roundabout date when this is going to be, ladies and gentlemen. So we're looking at Saturday. Yep, February, dear. That's my queen over there. So yeah, the 18th. Yes. Whose birthday? Oh yeah. Yes. So it's going to be on the 18th. Most likely the 18th. The 18th of February. The 18th of February, possibly the 25th, but most likely the 18th. Possibly the 25th. So either the 18th or the 25th. I'll keep you guys posted on that. Anyway, guys, go to Hidden History Museum to stay up to date with information about that. I hope you guys have a constructive week, ladies and gentlemen. Um, Papia Kute and Lola Vuve to the family. Y'all have a great night. Peace.